is no scientifically proven benefit for upper cervical manipulation, and the potential risk is devastating. So the question for the patient is this: is a headache worth dying for?
Jennifer Eve reporting.
Here, I said, Bill, and I'm specifically talking to him. He never did say anything to me. He thanked a chiropractor for defending him when I'm, basically on the attack. But what I said was, the senseless neck twisting you are talking about is only if the chiropractor has not the sense to understand that cracking the neck both ways is not specific in any manner whatsoever. This is what is dangerous and, yes, does cause strokes at times if done too many times or too close together. Is there a scientific basis for that type of treatment? Absolutely not. Except to get some, if the patient is lucky, temporary relief from the stress caused by a true subluxation. True subluxation being the head out of place in relation to the atlas. They're cracking the atlas. That's what's dangerous. Oh, goodness. Of course, when I use the term subluxation, I am not talking about a chiropractic subluxation. You should know by now what I mean, and if you do not, then I welcome your inquiry. As far as the snake oil salesman thing is concerned, I believe that historically it was the medical doctor who was actually guilty of that, tongue-in-cheek. Bill, you should know with your training as a doctor which system of the body controls the rest. So let's just talk about that for a minute. The nervous system controls what? Take the stress off of the nervous system, what do you suppose you will get? Now, you do have to understand that not everybody focuses on those little holes that are between the vertebrae. Was the intervertebral frame and down the spine. They're all looking at that. Imagine this if you can. Too little motion between the head and the atlas, yes, causes too much motion between the atlas and the axis. And this motion is not the normal no motion, but instead an abnormal flexion of the atlas on the axis. This happens because the head is subluxated or partially dislocated in relation to the atlas. Now, what do you suppose happens when the atlas tilts forward as it does when the head is stuck like that? With all your knowledge as a doctor, you should be able to figure that out. Now, where is the DENS located? Are you thinking yet, Bill? What I have just shared with you is not a chiropractic concept. This understanding is exclusively an NSIR concept, nerve signal interference removal. Is this understanding what should be taught in chiropractic and medical colleges alike across the country? Absolutely. Your senseless pride in your institutions and your institutional conditioning is alarming, with the light so clearly shown on the obvious truth that I have just tried to teach you. When will any of you do the right thing? You're like an addict, Bill. The first step to recovery is admitting you have a problem. The biggest problem you have at this point is that your argument makes no sense in the light of bigger issues, and your credentials are going to eventually fail you. One day you may actually be asked just why you refuse to refer even one victim of chiropractic, either past or future, to the field, NSIR, nerve signal interference removal, that actually understood how to effectively take the stress off of the nervous system instead of electing to only degrade the field, chiropractic, that did not understand how to do the same. You're in this for the wrong reason, Bill. That much is clear. Tammy Kennedy, a certified nerve signal interference NSI specialist. And I gave my phone number, 580-402-3375. So yeah, I've tangled with the big boys. I pull no punches, and I ain't scared. And I am the expert, and none of them have anything to say when they realize that they do not have the proper reason for what they're doing.
You're a piece of shit. No one cares if you go missing. You could jump right off a bridge, and the world